Hey, hey! Welcome to Mindful Mondays, where faith meets real life, and we kickstart this week with purpose, power, and a little bit of playfulness. I'm Gigi, and every Monday we're diving into fresh perspectives, faith-fueled motivation, and practical wisdom to help you move through the week with clarity and confidence. Because let's be real, Mondays can be a lot, but here we're flipping the script. Think of it as your weekly reset, a space to recharge your spirit, renew your mind, and refocus on what really matters. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's tap into the mindset that sets the tone for everything ahead. Mindful Mondays starts now. Hey guys, it's Gigi, and it is May 19th, 2025. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. This Mindful Monday, I wanted to talk about how we have to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves out in this world, because we're living in really crazy times, in the time of revelation, which is a good time. However, it's just going to be a little rocky. But this case that's going on with Cassie and Sean Combs, I watched this documentary, and it was called Fred and Rose West, and it's a British horror story. It's on Netflix, and basically it's a documentary about this couple who unalived like 12 girls and women. Well, a lot of people looked at Rose as a victim initially, but throughout their relationship, she became complicit and ended up doing time for the rest of her life. Fred ended up killing himself, but Rose basically did time for the rest of her life, because after a while, you can't look at someone who's allowing things to happen and go on as a victim. And it kind of reminded me of this case with Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs, because I don't believe she was a victim. I believe she was complicit in her own life, and she made her own decisions. However, I'm not the jury, so I guess we'll see. We have to teach our children that you're going to be held accountable for your choices. We can't let this go past us and make it seem like it's just, this poor girl was being victimized. No, she made bad choices, and we have to instill that in our kids, that you got to make good choices, because you don't know. Cassie ended up with her life. There's so many young girls and boys and people out there that they lose their life in the midst of making bad choices. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's not even a bad choice. It's just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wisdom sometimes helps that as well, because we can go the other way when we see danger. And in my opinion, that's not the case here. These were two people who found each other who were, in a lot of ways, equally yoked. Just like Fred and Rose West. They worked well together. Be strong out here, guys. God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Have the courage to walk away something that you know is detrimental to your life. Have that courage, and I just pray, that's what I pray for this day, that you have the courage, anyone listening to this, that you have the courage to walk away from something that you know is detrimental. Because Cassie, I believe, only walked away when she saw that it wasn't going to be beneficial. So that's my take. This Mindful Monday, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, but wise. And don't forget, God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind. Peace. This is Gigi. Have a wonderful week. Peace. And I do want to add something before I go. This is not for those people out there that have been abducted or something against their will and have been put in a life this trafficking life that they never asked for. I'm not talking about those people. I send a prayer out for those people as well, because they didn't have a choice at all. And while we are in this trafficking thing where everybody is using this word, it's a word that makes people look up. But we still are not getting to the bottom of this. because we keep having these fluff cases like this where people just were doing something because they wanted something out of something. But there's a group of people out there who are being abused and trafficked and didn't ask for it. I also send a prayer up for those people as well. Those are the ones that we're looking for and praying for. Peace.